Do you remember Captain Steve from our previous boat video? Well, he got into some serious trouble with the LEGO police, and now he transformed into Crook Steve. Crook Steve is on the run and he needs a place to hide. Fast. Today, we're testing Crook Steve's top 5 LEGO hideouts to see which one is truly impossible to find. Let's go. Before me is a normal looking room, but what if I told you there is already a secret base hidden right here? I'll give you 3 seconds to guess where it is. Time's up. Somewhere in this room is Crook Steve's level 1 hideout. I added some distractions to throw you off, but if we get closer to this huge pile of bricks, we can see the hidden entrance right here. Let's take a look at what's inside. Look at that. We can see Crook Steve sitting behind his computer, probably planning his next big crime. There's even a tiny bed for him to sleep in. It's not much, but hey, this was only level 1. Next up is level 2. Can you find his next hideout? The next hideout is hidden inside this drawer, right between the toilet paper. Strange place to hide, I know, but it's incredibly hard to find. Let's see how this hideout was made. We started with the base and the walls. Once those were complete, it was time for the interior. First, a cozy bed for Steve to sleep in. To keep him entertained while hiding, we built a mini table tennis set. It's also important to relax, so we gave Steve a comfortable chair. Of course, there must be a place for Steve to store his stolen goods. That's what this table is for. And look at that massive diamond. For the final touch, we added a rack to hang up his skateboard. Because, why not? So much for level 2. I was going through my kitchen cabinets when I found this. Crook Steve's 3rd hideout. It was completely hidden inside a cookie container. Let's get it out to see what this base looks like. The base actually consists of 2 levels. On the lower level, Steve has a cozy bed and a chair to relax. But if we look at the top level, that's where he keeps all the treasures he has collected, like this golden cup and his most valuable diamonds. There's also a TV screen that tells you to subscribe to the channel, if you haven't done so already. Now, level 4 was a big fail for Crook Steve. The plan was to build an epic underwater hideout. We used the lid of a glass bowl and packed it with a bed, a TV, a small table, a crate for his treasures, and even a tiny table tennis table. Way to stay active, Steve. The plan was to flip the glass container upside down, seal the edges, and watch it sink to the bottom. Since the glass was super heavy, it should have worked perfectly. But when we released it into the water, look at that. The whole hideout just started to float. It still looks incredibly cool, but definitely not what we expected. Well, let's forget about this failure and move straight on to Hideout Level 5. Okay, this is it. Crook Steve's ultimate final hideout. And he did not choose this one for the base itself, but for the location. Can you spot it? In my garden stands this old stone wall. The stones are loose, like they often are in these Spanish walls. I was able to pull one stone out, and that's where I placed Steve's tiny, simple Lego base. It's almost impossible to find. But wait, look closely. There he is. Spot on, Steve. Spot on. Now, this is definitely the most basic hideout in the entire video, but the location is just perfect. Inside, it only has a bed, a chair, and a small room for his stolen goods. More space than that, Steve really doesn't need it. What did you think about this challenge and Steve's secret hideouts? Which one did you expect the most, and which one totally surprised you? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed watching Steve's adventures all the way to the end, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more crazy LEGO challenges. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.